Contrary to reports that immediate past President Dr. Goodluck Jonathan is out of the race for the presidential ticket of the ruling All Progressive Congress APC because he did not submit his nomination form, Vanguard gathered yesterday that he's still in the race. Sources said he submitted his expression of interest and nomination forms to the party. However, party leaders could not confirm yesterday if he has left the People's Democratic Party (PDP) for the APC. Some leaders of the PDP, led by Governor Samuel Ortom of Benue State, early in the week met Jonathan to convince him to remain in the PDP and attend the party's presidential convention on Saturday. The move to include Jonathan in the race, sources said last night, was partly responsible for the much postponed screening of APC presidential aspirants. Apart from the issue of raising a 7-man screening committee to be chaired by the national chairman, Senator Abdullahi Adamu, the panel has to be given a list of aspirants to be screened. It was also gathered that the bid by some powerful northern political leaders to draft Jonathan into the presidency of Nigeria in 2023 is gaining momentum, with the endorsement of the idea by a cross-section of northern political stakeholders. Vanguard, however, learned last night that although the idea has been pushed to President Muhammadu Buhari by his henchmen, he has neither rejected nor openly endorsed it as of the time of writing this report. A source close to Jonathan's camp confirmed to Vanguard that the bid by Jonathan to fly the APC flag in the 2023 presidential election is on the course, but declined to give details of the process and who the promoters are. The source was confident that barring any unforeseen political development, Jonathan might emerge the consensus candidate of the APC and win next year's presidential poll with a wide margin. The former president is said to have made some contacts with some powerful persons close to the president who are also pushing the agenda to secure him the APC ticket. The source said, "There have been a series of political stakeholders' engagement and many more are still being held in a bid to finalize the details of the process, and we are confident Jonathan will emerge the candidate of the party." Although there have been some back and forth developments relating to the project, there is clear hope now since the necessary contacts have been made and are still being made to advance the cause of the former Nigerian leader. The former president is likely to get the ticket of the APC largely because the majority of the stakeholders and supporters of other presidential aspirants are on his side, having seen and known that their principal will not be able to make it. Giving further insight into why the North is rooting for Jonathan, the source said, "The former president is seen as a trusted ally of the region, given that what he did for them when he was in power, and that he's possibly going to pick a northern Muslim as his vice, as opposed to a leading aspirant from the southwest who would likely choose a Christian vice president. The idea that the southwest should produce the president of Nigeria after the 8 years of Obasanjo and 8 years of Yemi Osibanjo as vice president of Nigeria is repulsive to the generality of the North, and that is why they are not disposed to back anyone from the southwest this time," the source disclosed. Reminded that the president might prefer his vice, who has worked hard while remaining loyal since their journey began in 2015, the source said the sacking of two trusted allies of Buhari, including former DSS Director General Duara Lawal and the former SGF David Babachi, while the vice president held sway, was not pleasing to the president and might count against him. The core North has not forgiven Osibanjo for these gaffes, and the president is still relating well with these people, even while they are outside the corridors of powers, the source stated. It is not clear how the former president will emerge as the consensus candidate of the APC, given the fact that he was upset that a group of Fulani cattle dealers bought him the nomination form without informing him. It was also unclear last night if the form was submitted to the APC secretariat before the close of nomination. Another source told Vanguard how and why Jonathan is still in the race. The presidency cabal persuaded him that he's the chosen one. He got the nomination form, but when he could not get any guarantee from President Buhari, he hesitated. The party created room for those who collected the forms late to fill and submit, Jonathan took advantage of the window and submitted the forms. The cabal persisted. All sorts of stakeholders meetings were held to convince him he is the chosen one. He told his associates that he's discussing with them but wants to get a firm assurance from the president. Clearly, it is either the president or the cabal who convinced him to run. This is one of the reasons delaying the screening of the presidential aspirants, the source said. I'll consult the party register to know if Jonathan has registered with APC. Bayelsa party chairman stated. Can Jonathan run on the platform of the APC without joining the party? He responded, as of now, the issue of whether or not Dr. Jonathan is a registered member of the APC is still unclear. Attempts to get the response of Ogiri, Freeman, APC Ward 13 chairman Otuoke, Jonathan's hometown, proved abortive, but the kinsman of the former president, engineer Mike Ogiashe, simply said, at the appropriate time, everything will unfold. The country will know the true position. Also, Bayelsa State Chairman of APC, Dr. Dennis Otiotio, who spoke with Vanguard on the telephone, said he was not in Yenogwa and was not in possession of the party register to know if the former president had registered with the party. In his words, I'm not in Yenogwa now, I'm in Abuja, so I may not be able to confirm anything. As I'm talking to you now, I will not know until I get back to Yenogwa to check the register before I can confirm whether the former president is registered or not. 2023 presidency, Jonathan still in the race. APC puts screening on hold. In the last couple of days, it's been very quiet. Reports concerning Jonathan's presidential ambition on the platform of the All Progressive Congress. And many political analysts assume that, okay, that's it for Jonathan. Probably he's taking the advice and the words. A lot of advice have gone to him that don't try this. If you try that, you're going to ruin your name. You spoil everything that you've built. All the reputation you've built for yourself, you're just going to ruin everything. And why mingle with even APC? Even if you want to come back, you've got your platform, you've got PDP to run on. So a lot of words have been coming and he's been consulting as well. So it's been quiet, but the report right now is stating that Jonathan is still in the race. Shockingly, he's still in the race. But we know all of this will be put to rest as soon as APC conducts if they conclude their screening and also their primaries, we'll know if he's in there or not. Also, the Bayelsa State Chairman of the All Progressive Congress, Dr. Dennis Otiotio, who spoke to Vanguard, could not categorically confirm if Jonathan was part of the All Progressive Congress or not. He didn't say yes, he didn't say no. All of this, we know that something is going on because it's either a direct yes or a no. Anyways, Jonathan is still in the race. We'll see how all of this plays out. Leave us your take, guys. Thank you once again for staying tuned. And please don't forget to like, share, and to subscribe till I come your way again with more updates. Bye.